Guys, it's Fabian, and today I'm gonna be talking about something that people usually misunderstand a lot. Um, when you read the Bible, every Christian understands that it is not only breathed out by God, the Word, but obviously the Bible is it's not perfect. But the men were led by God; they all had an encounter with God, and so if these men have an encounter with God, what makes you think they're lying? And they write everything that they experience, that they have knowledge that God has given them. And so, my point is, when you're reading, you're not really thinking about the translation. You're thinking about what God has used these people for, what He's done in their lives, how He impacted them, how these people impacted the world. And so, a lot of scholars and unbelievers like to use the excuse that because the translation has been changed, it is not credible and it's been rewritten so many times. Even though that may be true, we have reliable sources like the King James or American Standard Bible, ESV, all these that are scripturally based from Jesus when his life was on this world. And just because the translation has been changed, that doesn't make God talk to you any less. When you read the Bible, you're not just reading a book. This book judges and exposes the kingdom of darkness, and not only does it pierce your soul, um, but it judges all your thoughts. And to follow Jesus, which is the truth. And also, like when you're reading, God is speaking to you. So God speaks through scriptures. You learn wisdom from scriptures. And we have to remember that God is not bounded by a book. His word is in scriptures. But God is omnipresent, omnipotent. He hears our prayers. When He hears our prayers, He's not hearing through the book. He's hearing through our mouth. He's present everywhere, every time, future, past, present. He's not dead, He's alive. And when you pray, He answers your prayers. So when He answers my prayers, does that mean I'm in the right path? Yes, that means that God is seeing your faith. You are learning about Scripture. You are talking to Him through the Word. You're training to become more like Jesus. And God sees that. So no matter what translation it is, as long as it's a credible, reliable sources, God will speak through you. It's not like if you change the Bible, God won't speak through you. If you change the Bible a lot, and take out books, add books, people might doubt. But if you really research the Bibles we have now currently, they're in America and in Europe, which the most famous one was King James, which was in Europe, teach by for faith purposes and stuff. You will see that God still speaks to people. Many people are believing having encounters with God, and you're gonna say it's a translation problem. That's just an excuse to escape the truth. And remember, it was not written by men, but by the revelation of Jesus Christ that was revealed to the people of this world.